Hey, what's going down? It's William Cosentino here, partner with William.com, and this is a message for all of my friends out there in the world in the information technology sector, because it's my background, and I want to talk to you specifically today about a message here. I've been involved in information technology for almost 15 years now, with a background of network and systems administration. And for those of you that don't understand what that is, basically we're the guys that sit in the corner offices of the big companies or small companies and run all the servers and make sure everything is communicating and running so that people on the front line can do their job and that their computers are working. Not necessarily fixing the computers out in the offices. That's more of a entry-level type position. I've come to realize that let me back up. I'm not really a network administrator anymore. I'm now in a technical support role for some very high-end software. So there's a lot of troubleshooting that goes on with software. I mean, that's just how it works. Software is never 100%. So I deal with people like yourself every day on the phones in very, very large corporations, very demanding and stressful types environments. So I'm talking with people that are, on the same playing field as me, that are network administrators and systems administrators. And here's what I've come to realize, especially working with people on the phone with the troubleshooting side of it. I come across a lot of miserable people. And I know why that happens, for the most part. The reason is because those of us that are in the information technology area, we all know that we have a thankless job, okay? And let me expand on that. There's not much fulfillment in what we do. Yeah, it feels good to finally fix a problem after, troubleshooting for hours and hours or days and days. It's like a small victory for us. But at the same time, the information technology group for a company, or the IT is what they call it, the IT group, we don't get a lot of respect from anybody in most companies, okay? Most people have no idea what we do. They don't understand the fact that if we didn't do what we did, they wouldn't be able to get their job done, if that makes sense. Because if the servers aren't running, nothing's running. Most corporations consider the IT department as an expense. So anytime there's budget cuts or there's not enough money in the budget to do this or do that, guess where they start cutting first? IT. They'll cut staff, they'll cut out, equipment, money to buy, good equipment. In other words, we're almost the I hate to say this, but I don't know how else to say, there's a stepchild of the corporation, where we're just kind of just sitting out there on our own, just making sure everything works, but people just don't really have any appreciation for what we do. And so there's not a lot of recognition, and it's just very unfulfilling sometimes, most of the time. The network administrators out in this world are responsible for keeping these servers alive, right? So most of them are working on very, very intense schedules. Most operations are 24/7, so if there's multiple people in the organization, they're on a rotation of some sort to be on call. If the VP's email is not coming through at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're going to get a call. And what kind of life is that, where you're just on call all the time because a computer's not working? To me, it sucks. And I know there's a lot of folks out there that think the same thing. It's just, it's crappy. We're always the first ones to get dumped on, it's always our fault. There's always fires to put out because somebody can't get to something on their computer, or they can't find a file, or the email server's down. There's all these different reasons why people are miserable, and it's because they got their VPs are down their throats all the time, and it's just very, very stressful, especially those guys working in the big companies. And then they got to work weekends when there's any type of updates to do on the servers, upgrades, and the list just goes on and on and on and on and on. And fortunately, in my role as tech support, it's a call center that's 24/7, so we have global support. I don't have to be there for more than my shift, which is great, because when I leave, I leave. I'm not carrying a cell phone with me. I'm not married to any network like most network administrators. So I'm very fortunate in what I do because I don't have to deal with some of that crap. But here's what I want to let you guys know out there. There is a better way. All right? There is an alternate method to earn an income. And I've found this alternate method, and I'm working on it because I don't want to be in this position for the next 25-30 years. And I know a lot of you out there don't want to be in the same position either. I know you're looking for a way out. I know that you're stressed out, and a lot of times, your stress level is going to cause a lot of other negative stuff to go on in your life. It could be personal, it could be other things. So let me give you another option here. I want you to click on the link below, and I want you to check out what we've got, okay? Because what we have here in this company, you can definitely take to the bank, especially with your technological skills, because we are a technology type company. So I urge you, click the link below, see what we're all about, see if you can get out of that rat race, and let somebody else handle that crap, because you deserve better. And and sooner or later, I know that you've heard of the outsourcing with especially with IT. It's a very big thing. So your job is always at risk. You never know when they're going to outsource your job. A lot of companies are always downsizing because of budgets again. So they're downsizing their IT department. So what does that do? It leaves the guys that are there, the guys and gals that are there, to do more stuff. So in other words, they're taking on more projects, more responsibility, more roles, and in our sector, it's so broad that now you've become a jack of all trades and a master of none, and it's very hard to do in our space. It's hard to be a jack of all trades because there's just so much knowledge that's required. So anyways, join forces with us, and let's see if we can help you out and get out of there. We'll talk to you on that next video. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, and we'll talk to you later.